It's the Cards.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Throws this one right side to Pascal. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Murray now on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This will be from 49 yards out. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 26. Powell. And his throw is incomplete. Well, for years we thought Seattle was the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. NFL football has arrived here in Anchorage, and folks in these parts are understandably beyond excited to see just what the future holds. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Howell trying to pick it up on third. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Fighting through. He's got space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 2nd quarter now, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Howell going to audible to something else. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Tyler Beatty taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double zero, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Howe will throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Sly able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 14 yards out. And the the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the Commanders' 47-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Here's Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 9 here. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Prater's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Al down to throw it. Curtis Samuel. He's got it first and maybe more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, Howell now.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
One last shot before the break. Howell
got his target. Samuel. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Robinson up the middle.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Howell throwing on third down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the turnover, here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hunt will try going up the middle, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Robinson with another carry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. A nice linebacker play.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing here, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Another throw for Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. It's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Back to throw, Howell. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, it's Robinson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Howell. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's Howell.
Touchdown!
Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cardinals 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now trying to pick it up on third. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Murray. A good throw here, finding Pascal. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again, Murray. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. On a nice burst there as they'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Rodriguez. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front.